up from there, and one of the reasons he does that is because you can't see it coming, like Tommy Hearns used to do in his prime. Oh, Kevin caught him with that left hand there.
You can feel the tension in the building here as we hit the midpoint of round one.
Look at this. Beautiful scramble here. Tony's gonna wind up on top. Nope. Kevin's on top. Tony's in mission control.
Yep, gotta be very careful there. If you're Kevin Lee, you gotta be very aware.
His right arm is trapped, and he's locked up here. Tony's got a very good position on him here with rubber guard. And Kevin's right arm is locked up. He's got to yank that arm out. And Tony's going to try to control it and then transition to an omoplata. But Kevin's stepping over nicely.
That's exactly
and
what
then Kevin's going to wind up on top of Tony here. Tony's still holding onto that arm, though. Kevin's on top here. Tony on bottom, and Kevin's landing some good knees.
Looks like a cut on the eyelid, the right eyelid of Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, that was from the poke from earlier in the fight. He kept touching it.
Excuse me, Joe, with this takedown, Kevin Lee has now taken down 11 of his 12 UFC opponents. Trying to get the ground and pound going here, just over a minute to go in round one.
The arm bar's not there. The arm is too low. But he's going for it. Now look at this. North-south position for Kevin. Is not a good position here for Tony. Kevin's in an excellent position here. He may try to transition to crucifix. He's inside control here now. Tony trying to scramble and trying to get his right knee in between the two of them. But Kevin holding side control here.
And because of how good Kevin Lee is, most guys, as wrestlers, will try to give their backs to get up. You can't give your back against Kevin Lee because he's so good on your back. And now he's in mount.
Full mount. Big elbows coming down from Kevin Lee.
24 seconds.
It's a very bad position here for Tony, and a very good one for Kevin, dropping bombs down on Tony Ferguson. Tony's got to survive here. Big elbows. High mounts here for Kevin. Tony's in a lot of trouble. Tony's trying to escape, and he escaped, but a big round for Kevin Lee.
And a strike after the round landed for Lee. Herb Dean immediately in between the fighters. Let's see how he chooses to assess things, right? I don't know.
Why after such a big round?
Don't you do that again.
So a stern warning from Herb Dean. He didn't take a point away for the strike after the horn.
There's a Ferguson leg kick, and you see Kevin get hurt there, and there's a good punch by Kevin. Tony goes down, and here's the takedown, and Tony tried to scramble, but Kevin wound up on top in this exchange, and here's the bad time for Tony. Kevin Lee on top, full mount, dropping bombs. Big elbows, big punches, full mount, got high mount position here. Now here's the end. The scramble, the end of the bell, and he lands one shot and then goes for a second one.
Well, the bad blood between these two former Grand Valley State wrestlers is very real. There is respect, certainly Ferguson respecting Lee for signing on the dotted line when, in his opinion, others weren't willing to do so, but they do not like each other.
Right hand over the top right there for Tony that connected.
We've seen Tony Ferguson deal with some real bad rounds. The Edson Barboza round coming back and ended up submitting him to win the fight. So Kevin Lee needs to stay the course. He's got to be focused as this fight goes on because Ferguson never gives up on himself.
It was a good high kick there for Ferguson on the forearms of Kevin Lee. You don't want to take too many of those there.
Ferguson, a guy, though, you need to separate from consciousness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you need to put him to sleep somehow.
Well, much like Evan Dunham we saw earlier, there's just zero quit in Tony Ferguson.
Woo. Nice jab by Kevin
jab,
Lee. Yeah.
Both men.
Tony really leaves his chin up in the air when he's throwing punches, man.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah. He's got to be very careful.
Well, he's so offensive-minded and so confident in his ability to absorb a shot, he's almost inviting his opponent to hit him.
Lee just out of range with that right hand.
Lee's doing a good job of trying to stay the course, not trying to play into the game when Tony starts to roll his arm at him.
Good kick to the body there from Kevin, but he fell
Good
down
kick.
with it.
Those jabs are landing now. Oh, nice sprawl.
Good kick
Nice
to the
body
body.
kick by Lee, yes.
Dewey Cooper's got to like what he's seen in terms of Kevin Lee's striking here tonight as we approach the 3-minute mark in round 2 of a possible 5.
Well, Kevin certainly has a much more classic stance, holds his hands up high and very good defensively, whereas Tony is just so weird and unorthodox in his movements.
Nice 1-2 there from El Cucuy.
And you see why Kevin Lee was so heavy. Look at how much he's filled out by fight night. Because if you get small, as Tony Ferguson was small, he doesn't look as big right now as Kevin Lee, as thick.
But we'll see what happens if this fight goes into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's a big drain on your
It's a
body.
big weight cut, man.
It is hard to simulate the octagon, though, and even though Ferguson has a decided edge in terms of the high-level experience, Kevin Lee's fought 3 times since Ferguson last competed. He's been very active.
Kevin's doing a good job of countering, but Tony's really finding his range now with the jab and then the lead right hand.
And then if that is a staph infection on Kevin's chest, and we think it is, how much is that draining him?
Oh, it gets you tired because either you're taking antibiotics or you're doing nothing, but it is a sickness, so it will drain you. You will get tired.
Oh,
Elbow,
stepped in with an
lead
elbow.
elbow, yes.
Very nice.
That's what you have to watch when you're fighting Tony Ferguson. You don't know what's coming. You think punch, here comes elbow.
And things are coming from weird angles. He keeps his hands down.
Now he's talking to him. They're both talking.
Yeah, well, Tony started it and Kevin landed hard.
It said,
Talked
yeah,
right
what's
back
up?
to him.
Oh,
Look at that.
big right
nice.
hand.
Look at
Tony Ferguson has a chin on him.
There's some blood coming out of the nose of Kevin Lee.
Yeah, I think it was from that elbow. 1 minute now to go in round 2. Significant strikes in round 2. Advantage El Cucuy.
If you're Kevin Lee, you can't allow Ferguson to get too comfortable the way he starts really freestyling and having fun, because that's when he's at his best, when he's just playing.
Good kick to the body by Kevin.
So you might think talking trash is good, but this guy's comfortable there. He's comfortable playing around. That's why it always looks like he's breakdancing and stuff.
Yeah. There's a
Ferguson.
scramble.
Wizard by Ferguson to get out.
A lot of energy and a big deep
and
breath from
Kevin's
Kevin.
starting to breathe heavy.
And
Pretty early.
Tony Ferguson is very patient.
You watch him at the weigh-in, and Kevin was very emotional. You wonder if that plays a part too in the fatigue as the fight goes on.
Nice kick to the body.
Herb Dean wisely gets in there quickly at the end of the round. So, Joe, a tale of 2 corners. Tony Ferguson on his feet talking trash. Kevin Lee on the other side.
Tony's pointing to him. He's saying, this is my round, not yours, my round. Kevin Lee said in between rounds that he's feeling tired.
It's too early in a 5-round fight with a guy like Tony Ferguson to start feeling the fatigue.
And Tony Ferguson is a patient wolf.
Even if you go up 2-0, big double leg level change by Lee. Hey, he just grabbed the fence. Takedown by Lee.
Big takedown. A lot of effort, though. If Tony survives this and he can move back to his feet.
That was a big takedown. Took a lot of energy and effort. He needs to keep Ferguson down for a while so he can try to regain a little bit of that energy that he used to get that takedown. And if you're Kevin Lee, you really do want to be in the top position as you dominated that position in the first round.
Tony is sliding that left knee up high, and that will serve to prevent Kevin from being able to get real leverage down on his shots. He's making some space in between the two of them and putting a blockade up. See how he's using that left knee? He's got that foot on the hip now as well. And he's going to eventually push him off. He's going to wait. There it is.
There's frustration in that too, right? Because you did get that takedown, and now he's back up on his
feet, now you're
right
tired.
back in your face.
And he was tired at the beginning of this round. How tired is he now?
Right. Well, clearly it's a wrestling approach here. Perhaps feels like that'll help preserve the cardio for the championship rounds if we get there.
Tony's starting to walk him down.
Yes. Kevin Lee has to make Tony respect him, back him off of him. He's got to do something to back Tony Ferguson off of him right now.
Or if he gets a takedown, he's got to do some real damage.
Yeah.
He's got to hold him down and do some real damage.
Advanced position. But you're starting to see the fatigue set a little bit for Kevin Lee.
There got to be few.
Tony's giving him a chance here to recover.
Ferguson advancing 42%, 18% for Kevin Lee. But you're right, Lee getting some sort of breather here in this round.
Tony is not being very elusive here. He's standing right in front of him, and there's another nice takedown from Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee's round so far, so even though Tony looks fresher, and Tony is the one that's talking, Kevin Lee is winning this round with takedowns.
Tony's looking for the arm bar.
And it's presenting itself much more this time.
He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's
in
got
trouble. Oh, it's over.
He's going to break his arm.
Oh, no.
Oh, look
nice
at that.
job, Kevin
Beautiful
Lee.
step over.
Wow.
Kevin Lee. Wow.
Watch triangle. Watch triangle.
No, he doesn't have the triangle.
Big elbow
Man,
from Ferguson
tremendous, tremendous. Kevin Lee. I mean, I thought his arm was donezo there.
Seconds away from a UFC championship. Instead, we trek onward. Less than 2 minutes here to go round 3.
The elbow's on the outside. As long as the elbow's on the outside, he's okay. It's when he gets that elbow inside towards the belly button area that Kevin's in trouble. Right now he's in trouble. That's not good. He's got to keep it out of there.
He cannot stick his arm out there.
Yeah, but he's not clamping it down.
You cannot try to find places to rest if you're Kevin Lee.
Oh, he's got the triangle.
No, you cannot try to find places to rest if you're Kevin Lee. You've got to be moving.
He
should be defending right now.
Not only is he
now
has
he's
this
in trouble.
triangle.
He's in trouble, Joe.
He is in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble, Joe.
He's got the arm on the outside, but he's going to pull the head. Let's see if Kevin can survive this.
If Tony
it's
needs to
better
get
if
the arm
the arm
across.
is
Yes.
across.
Oh,
That's it.
Tony Ferguson
He went out.
has done it. Tony Ferguson is the UFC interim lightweight champion of the world.
Now let's see the first armbar, and amazing that Kevin survived this. Let's take a look at it here. He's dropping the elbows, he sets it up, boom, he's got it. Now look how tight this is. He's got this arm completely hyperextended. I mean, this is bad here. But look at this, Kevin steps over. Now here, later in the round, he sets up the armbar. The right leg goes over the top. And he's setting up the triangle here. Pulls down. And he did the triangle when the arm is on the outside, which makes it more difficult to secure. But Tony's got an amazing squeeze, and he's pulling down on the head. And that's what causes the tap.
Finally, Tony Ferguson can exhale. Waited 9 months after what we thought would be a championship opportunity in February, and the emotion spilling over for a down but not defeated for long Motown phenom Kevin Lee. He felt like the backdrop of everything that had happened in Vegas would test his focus and his championship mindset.